Hi, today we're going to be thinking about the old woman who lived in a shoe. Do you remember she had so many children she didn't know what to do? Well, we're going to be doing a drawing of a real shoe or boot really well, thinking about it in 3D, shading it, and then we're going to turn that shoe or boot into a house. So let's get started. So here's a collection of shoes that I've assembled. I've got silver Converse, great big cowboy boot, and a lady's high-heeled shoe which has an open top, so that if you use that as your shoe you'd probably have to think of a way of putting a roof on it, although I do like the shape of it. So I'm going to start with the cowboy boot because I think that's quite an interesting shape. And let's have a look at my drawing. I've already started my drawing and I'm putting in some shading down here to make it nice and 3D. I'm looking at the shapes on the cowboy boot. There's going to be some highlights. I'm going to do a little bend out there. So I'm starting by making my cowboy boot as realistic as possible, and I'm going to put a bit of shadow up here. So I'm trying to think about all the shading, how to make it look like a real boot in real life. We've got some bits over there like that. Then I'm going to come back to this and put in some landscape and some architectural detail. So here's my boot, and I haven't coloured it all in because I just wanted to show you something. It's much easier to put in where the windows and everything go before you do the colouring of the whole shoe. So when you've drawn out the shoe how you like, work out where you're going to put some windows. I'm going to put one here like this, like that, and I've got some smoke up here. And I'm going to make this, I've made my windows orange, you see, because it's night time. So I'm going to make a nice garden around it, but I'm going to make the sky here, I'm going to start colouring this a lovely blue because I want it to be a cosy boot. If someone has lit the fire, that's why I've got the smoke coming there. And then I'll probably put in some trees, a garden, and I haven't decided who lives here. So another thing that you could do is you can make sure that your door would fit a little person who lived here. So I think maybe I might have a little old beetle lady who lives here. So here's a little beetle lady, but I could have just drawn an ordinary old woman carrying, or it doesn't have to be an old woman, it could be a young woman or a young man who lived in a shoe. It's really up to you. So it's observational drawing and imagination today. Good luck.